is Samuel Piper, and I've been playing guitar for over 5 years now. In this tutorial, you are going to learn part of one of my favorite songs of all time, Blackbird by the Beatles. I myself learned this song out of a book called The Complete Guitar Player's Songbook by Shipton that was published in 2004. To play this song, you are, of course, going to need a guitar. Acoustic or electric will do. I would also recommend that, if you haven't already, download a tuner app on your phone so you can make sure your guitar is in tune every time before you play. If this is your first time ever playing a guitar, there's only 2 things you need to know: strings and frets. The strings go from top to bottom: E, A, D, G, B, E. And the frets are the little pieces of metal along the guitar neck. When fretting, try to press down just behind the fret to get a good sound out. It's important that you don't fret too far back, or else you'll get this bad buzzing noise. To begin, Blackbird has many different components to it, so I'm going to break it down for you, step by step. First, let's just play the melody. Pretty simple. It's all on the B string, the 5th string down, in case you forgot. With your middle finger on your right hand, just pluck the strings. Open, 1st fret, 3rd fret, 12th fret. It's pretty simple to play, just that, so it shouldn't be too hard for you to get that down. An important thing to note is that you don't ever want your fingers to be locked straight out on your fretting hand or your strumming hand. Always have your fingers curled in almost like a C shape on each hand. This will ensure that you have good technique and make it more comfortable and easier to play. Next, let's add in the bass part. With the ring finger of your fretting hand, place on the 3rd fret of the low E string and pluck both the E string and the B string at the same time. Make sure you're only hitting those 2 strings. If you accidentally pluck other strings when you're trying to play this, it'll make the song sound muddy and wrong. Next, place your index finger on the 1st fret of the B string and pluck the B string and the open A string at the same time. Remember, the A string is just the next string down from the low E string. Just try going between these 2 shapes for a bit to build fluidity in changing. Now for the 3rd chord. Place your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string and your pinky on the 3rd fret of the B string. Just like with last time, practice going between these chords slowly to build fluidity and muscle memory. Once you're comfortable with that, it's time to add the final chord. You will place your index finger on the 10th fret of the A string and your pinky on the 12th fret of the B string. This is probably going to be the most difficult chord change because of how far of a jump it is, but remember to take your time when you're practicing. Always make sure you have good technique before you add another layer of difficulty. The next step is to add your index finger on your strumming hand. In between each chord change, with your index finger, pluck the open G string. The constant open G string creates something of a drone against the changing chords. This is something that is very common in Indian classical music. And according to the Beatles website, George Harrison is quoted by saying that the song Blackbird, among others, was written while the Beatles were temporarily living in India. Now you can play Blackbird by the Beatles. You probably won't be able to play it well immediately, and that's okay. Take the time to practice slowly before you start building up speed. A firm foundation of good technique is helpful before you start playing more difficult songs later in your guitar playing.